My name is Dr. Rebecca Gilbert, and I am Chief Scientific Officer at American Parkinson Disease Association, or APDA for short. APDA is thankful to be the beneficiary of Rockin for a Cure, and we are so grateful for your support. For those of you who don't know much about Parkinson's disease, it is a disease of the brain and nerves that results primarily in difficulty with movement. Many people think of Parkinson's as the disease that makes you shake, and yes, a tremor is a very common symptom, but it's important to know that not everyone with Parkinson's has a tremor, and there are other symptoms like stiffness, slowness, and balance issues, as well as symptoms that you can't see at all, like sleep problems, cognitive problems, depression, and more. At APDA, we work tirelessly every day to provide the support, education, and research that will help everyone impacted by Parkinson's disease live life to the fullest. We are here for you every step of the way, and we fund critical research to find better treatments and one day a cure. If you or someone you love has Parkinson's disease, please contact us at 1-800-223-2732 or apdaparkinson.org so we can help. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Jen Bailey, social media assistant for Touring Fan Live, and tonight we are here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to the APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's is not always covered by insurance, so that's why we're doing what we're doing tonight. That's where we're focusing our efforts. All the funds raised by Touring Fan Live, Rockin for a Cure, are going directly to the ADPA to help families who need financial assistance in obtaining treatment or care for loved ones with Parkinson's disease. Tonight I am honored to introduce the next act, The Mums. They're an up-and-coming act from Central Virginia. Their album is coming out next month. Check it out. We are so happy that you are here with us for Rockin for a Cure, and please donate if you can. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and take it away, The Mums.
Hi, we are The Mums. My name is Leah. This is my brother Dan, James, and John in the back. We just want to thank the Touring Fan Live for having us, and especially Anthony. He's super cool. We're really excited to be here and playing. And also, there is a donation in the description for the American Parkinson's Disease Association, which is why we're playing. So yeah, donate if you can. That would be really cool. And we're going to play some songs from our new album, Chrysanthemum, by The Mums. The first one is Intermediate Wish List, and it's about when you love somebody a lot and your whole relationship is a lie. Time is going fast. rock and roll. Okay, so we're gonna play one more song. This one is called Soul to Search, and it's off our new album, which comes out in May. Yeah. Thank you. We just want to thank the Touring Fan Live and Anthony again. And don't forget to donate if you can below. Thank you.
My name is Ulysses Stuverud, and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 78. I am a person who has Parkinson's, but who tries to do everything I possibly can and to enjoy life as much as I can. What has positively impacted my life is my recognition that even in those moments when I may start to feel sorry for myself, I realize that there are people who are worse off than I am. So that gives me the confidence that I need to just carry on. Parkinson's disease does not really differentiate you from anyone else in the world. You may have an illness, you may have a few symptoms that other people don't have, but hey, we're all people. What I want people to see when they see me is that I am just like them. The only difference may be that there may be some things that I physically cannot do, that they can, but that's it. I'm no different than anyone else. I hope that those who know me have recognized the fact that I'm an optimist, and hopefully that's enough. If I met somebody who didn't know anything about Parkinson's disease, what I would want him to know is that, hey, we're all the same. Yeah, you know, I may have some symptoms of something that you may not have, but basically we're all the same human being. APDA, I think, is doing an excellent job supporting people who have Parkinson's by supporting both research and physical and mental support and encouragement to continue the fact that you recognize the difficulties with the disease, but try to instill in you the spirit to stand it, but to get over it. Thanks to APDA, my determination to not let Parkinson's disease affect my life.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm an occupational therapist at a hospital that I work at in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm here supporting Anthony in his mission to raise some money for Americans with Parkinson's Disease Foundation. Please click the link below to go ahead and donate. All the proceeds for tonight's event is going to go to help people with Parkinson's disease get what they need in order to live a life independently. Not everything is covered under insurance. Some of the things that aren't covered in insurance are wheelchairs for people to be able to move around independently within their home and outside the home. Sometimes they're covered, sometimes they're not. Upright walkers for people to be able to, again, have an ability as independently as possible. When we go into the bathroom, these grab bars right here for people to get in and out of the shower safely, those aren't covered. And shower chairs for people to be able to sit down while taking a shower, those aren't covered as well. So please donate what you can. And it's my pleasure to introduce the next musician, Paul Wirt. And thank you for supporting the Americans with Disability Foundation of Rockin for a Cure.
and this all ends. And now all that's left is a skeleton. Now all that's left. Now all that's left is a skeleton. A skeleton love.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Good evening, I'm funk and rock frontman Tony Cam. Tonight we're here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to the APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease is not always covered by insurance, so that is why we are focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Lives Rockin for a Cure are going directly to APDA to help families who need financial assistance obtaining treatments or caring for loved ones with Parkinson's disease. Tonight, I am honored to introduce the next act from Lynchburg, Virginia, Last Night's Villain. You can hear playing now, This Town Needs a Hero, a song I had the pleasure of recording with L&D's Andy Hansen. Thank you for tuning in to Rockin for a Cure, and please donate what you can.
Hey, we are Last Night's Villain from Lynchburg, Virginia. I want to thank you for tuning in to Rockin for a Cure. Be sure to click the link below and donate to help with Parkinson's disease. This is a brand new song called Yesterday Kills. Once again, we are Last Night's Villain from Lynchburg, Virginia. I want to thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate it so much. This song is called The Poison. It's been played on radio stations all over the world. So thank you guys so much for the support. All of our music is available on all major streaming services. So check us out. Thank you so much.
You might see my tremor.
My lack of facial expression.
A person with Parkinson's disease.
but you may not see that I have trouble sleeping.
That no two treatment plans are the same.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37, earlier than most.
But if you look closer,
You'll see
A warrior mom.
an endurance athlete, someone who is still dancing.
someone with a lot of fight.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association.
For education, for community,
For support,
Look closer.
and you'll see
my resolve
My determination
My spirit
is
unshakable. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Good evening. I'm Ram Jacobson, and this is
her grandmother, Arlene Krizowitz,
who is also, of course, Anthony's aunt, who you guys have all heard so much about. Since my grandmother's diagnoses, she's had a lot of people in her corner on her team, but unfortunately, many people do not have that. So tonight we're here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to APDA. Treatment and care for those that have Parkinson's is not always covered by insurance, and a lot of people do not have those funds in order to take care of the needs that need to be taken care of for themselves or for loved ones. So tonight, that's what we're focusing all of our efforts on. All the funds raised by the touring Fan Lives Rockin for Cure are going directly to ADPA to help families that need that financial assistance. So tonight, we are so honored to introduce the next act, Paul and Tall Trees. Thank you for tuning in to Rockin for a Cure, and please donate what you can. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye.
Good night.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this performance that is to benefit the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Thank you, Anthony, for having me. Anything you guys can donate would be greatly appreciated. My name is Paul. This is Pop. I'm called Paul and the Tall Trees. Love you. Can't wait to see you all in person. The song's called Then We'll Wave off of the second record called Soul. Hope you feel my love when I'm not around. Hope it makes its way across the sea. Or maybe the wind will carry the sound of my voice to the hills of Italy. Maybe one day we will meet again on that same street in Paris. You'll be with your husband and children now. I'll be with my wife and family, and we'll both look so happy. Knew it and said, have you been? Okay, I'm happy for you, and you're happy
it's actually affected me in positive and negative ways. Like positive, it's actually made me much more, I guess, compassionate to others. And negative way, it's I guess it's trapped me in a way that I didn't expect. And so me being a former sprinter, like having to slow down has been really challenging here. Yeah, I wish that people knew that it's quite more common than people think it is. The fact that it's not a sport as well as other illnesses, I think I'd like to get Parkinson's more in the forefront for people to actually support. So the challenge is that like initially when I got this illness, it was like 6 months between visits with my neurologist at UBC, and now it got to like a year. The more people that are getting sick in BC, I think we need more doctors that are ready to help with treating this illness. So this illness touches like all ages, has no like specific target. So I think the fact that I have it and others of my age, background, and people older, younger have it, be aware that the person that has your shaking hand might actually have Parkinson's, right? So have the compassion.
Good evening. My name is Jason Carapesi, and I'm one of the two hosts of the State of Love and Trust podcast. Now, each week, my buddy Paul and I celebrate our favorite band, Pearl Jam. Now, as many of you know, Pearl Jam is notorious for advocating for worthy causes, and so by extension, so do Paul and I. Now, tonight, we are here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. And if you go into the description below and click on the link, you will donate directly to the ADPA. Treatment and care for Parkinson's is not always covered by insurance, so that's where we focus our efforts tonight. Now, all funds raised by the Touring Fan Lives Rockin' for a Cure are going directly to the ADPA so that they can help families get treatment and care for their loved ones who are afflicted with Parkinson's. I'm honored to introduce the next band for the night, and that is Jackson Pines. Thank you for watching Rockin' for a Cure, and I thank you in advance for your donation.
Hello everybody out there, we're Jackson Pines. We're glad to be a part of this benefit for Parkinson's disease through the Touring Fan Live. And we're coming to you live from the Pine Barrens of New Jersey in Jackson today. We'll play you a couple songs. Here we go. Talk to me, help me see the things I cannot see. Help me be the man I could not be, even when I'm gone. Waltz with me, learn the steps and carry on with me. Shoot the moon right through it used to be, even when I'm gone. And I dance with thee, even when I'm gone. Your face all I see, even when I'm gone. ties my beggar's heart to you. Even when I'm gone, feel its weight as the universe's space-time waves. Miss you so I just can't wait. Even when I'm gone, and I dance with thee. Even when I'm gone, your face is all I see. Even when I'm gone, and yet when I'm so far and it feels so alone, I will turn to thee even when I'm gone. All right, thank you so much, everybody. We're Jackson Pines. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this event. Thanks for helping with Parkinson's disease. Thanks for tuning into the Touring Fan Live. Got one more song for you. It's a brand new one. It's a premiere. We've never played it before. It's called Ride. And it goes like this. Thanks so much, everybody. Good night.
Tonight, the Touring Fan Live is raising money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association.
Unfortunately, treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease is not always covered by insurance. So that's where we're focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by Rockin for a Cure are going directly to ADPA to help families who are in need financially with assistance obtaining treatments and for care of loved ones with Parkinson's disease.
So please donate tonight. Click the link in the description and donate what you can. Thank you.
When you look at me, you might see my tremor,
My lack of facial expression.
a person with Parkinson's disease,
But you may not see that I have trouble sleeping.
That no two treatment plans are the same.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37, earlier than most.
But if you look closer,
You'll see
A warrior mom.
an endurance athlete, someone who is still dancing.
someone with a lot of fight.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association.
for education,
For community,
For support,
Look closer.
and you'll see
my resolve
My determination
my spirit
is
unshakable. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Good evening. I'm Dave Jantosh, founder and developer of LifeWithSteps.org. Parkinson's hits close to home for my family. My father was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2013. I support any cause that can help alleviate the suffering of Parkinson's, whether it be treatments, care, or a cure. Please donate. Tonight, we're here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Click the link in the description to donate directly to APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease is not always covered by insurance. So this is where we're focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Lives Rock for a Cure are going directly to APDA to help families who need financial assistance obtaining treatments or care for loved ones with Parkinson's disease. Tonight, I'm honored to introduce the next act, Tyler Ramsey. Thank you for tuning into the Rock for the Cure, and please donate what you can. Thank you.
My name is Allison Topperwine, and I was diagnosed at 37 years old. Once I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I began to really live. I realized that tomorrow's not promised for any of us. Now, if I want to do something, I do it. That includes having no limits in life. The biggest positive changes that I made to my life as a whole have been exercise and to believe that there's nothing in this world that I can't do. You don't have to be on American Ninja Warrior in order to be beating Parkinson's. You just need to start moving. If you can start moving, you're already 10 steps ahead of anybody else. There are people out there that inspire me. Never give up. And that's with anything in life, not just Parkinson's. APDA was the first place that I found on the internet discussing young onset Parkinson's. APDA was the only resource that I was able to find to give me the kind of information that I needed to ask, to look for, and to find hope in. It was not but 4 months after my diagnosis, APDA reached out to me. I was not on American Ninja Warrior. I had not done pull-ups and mud runs. I was a nobody with a small little blog. And yet APDA reached out to me and said, "You're giving us hope." It was one of those times when I was alone. I knew no one who had Parkinson's. Most people are like my grandpa or my grandmother. I knew no one prior to being diagnosed with Parkinson's. So I was relatively lost as far as the disease went, of where to look, where to ask. And I'm so grateful and thankful that APDA was there for me. My family love and adore me, and I know that. They want nothing but the best for me. But holding my hand isn't going to take the shake away. And I'm not going to hurt myself. This is just a bump in the road, and I will continue to persevere. APDA has helped to give me hope that tomorrow will come, tomorrow will be better, and I will be cured. Thanks to APDA, my hope is unshakable.
Hey folks, how are you? I'm Trey Bush, and I'm with Sleight of Hand Sellers in Walla Walla, Washington. I am proud to be supporting my friend Anthony tonight and his efforts to raise some money for the APDA. Of course, the link is right here. You can click on the link and donate directly. As you probably already know, a lot of the treatments aren't covered by insurance, and that's where this concert comes in handy tonight. We're here to raise fund to take care of those holes in coverage for folks who need assistance. Really proud to introduce somebody that I'm going to call a friend. His name is Richard Stuverud, and you may know him from being an incredible drummer for War Babies or the Fastbacks or R&DM, but he's got an incredible solo career as well, and I get to see him play solo at my wedding on June 12th, which is going to be amazing. But tonight, thank you for tuning in and into Rockin' for a Cure, and please donate what you can. Here is Richard.
reception. A glass of wine in her hand. I knew she was gonna meet her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. No, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you get what you need. Oh yeah. Well, I went down to the demonstration, get my fair share of abuse. Singing well, gonna vent my frustration. If we don't, we're gonna blow a 50 amp fuse. Sing it to me. But you can't always get what you want. But you can't always get what you want. But you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Oh, baby. Well, I went down to the Chelsea drugstore, get your prescription filled. I was standing in line with Mr. Jimmy. Man, did he look pretty ill. We decided that we'd have a soda. My favorite flavor, cherry red. And I sung my song to Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, and he said, what would it be that was there? And I said to him, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Oh, baby. Oh, Well, I saw her today at the reception in a glass of bleeding man. She practiced at the art of deception. Well, I could tell by her bloodstained hands. No, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, just might find you get what you need. Oh, baby.
I believe you can hear me now, and I apologize about the technical difficulties when I first started. So I've had to rewrite everything because this is supposed to be the midway point to Rockin' for a Cure. My name is Anthony Krzyzewicz. I am one of the moving pieces here at the Touring Fan Live, and I thank you all so much for tuning in up to this point. This event means absolutely the world to me. Back in 2019, I was informed that someone I love dearly and I look up to was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And since that time, it has clearly affected her life. And I am not good with dealing with situations like this. So I wanted to use something that I know a lot about, and that's music. Music has been a big staple for me, and being therapeutic and just changing the world. And you know, the Touring Fan Live is about being community and following bands and following artists and what all that represents. So, a year ago, I came up with this idea for for an event to honor my aunt. Someone I look up to, someone that means the world to me. My Aunt Arlene and Uncle Stan are someone who I thrive to be like. They are amazing aunt and uncle, amazing husband and wife, amazing mom and dad, and amazing grandparents. And it kills me to know they're suffering. So I did this event. A year ago, I was told it was impossible. I wanted to have one band, and tonight you have already heard the likes of of Sweetwater, the Mums, you've heard Paul Wirt, you've heard Last Night's Villain, you've heard Paul and the Tall Trees, you've heard Jackson Pines, you've heard Tyler Ramsey, you've heard Richard Stuverud with Alexander. Oh my God. Listen, we have raised already $3,389, and that means the world to me. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. This is an important event to me. I don't want to take too much of your time up. I'll do more thank yous later on. This event's not about me. It's about the American Parkinson's Disease Association and raising money for people that need the care and treatment right now, that are being denied simple, basic treatment because insurance companies, and excuse my French, are a bunch of assholes. So with that being said, quick introduction, but we're going to start the second half with the way that I start every show. So I'm going to hand it off to the second part of tonight's event, and thank you all so much for tuning in.
Hi, my name's Chris Romm, and I'm a recording engineer and record producer based out of Seattle, Washington here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tonight we're here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's is not always covered by insurance, so that's why we're focusing our efforts on this. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Live's Rockin' for a Cure going directly to the ADPA to help families in need. Please click on the link in the description to donate directly. Tonight is my pleasure and honor to introduce our next act, Stereo Embers. I've known these guys and have had the pleasure and honor of working with them over the last decade plus. These guys are incredible songwriters, incredible performers. Thank you for tuning in for Rockin' for a Cure, and please donate what you can.
There's no more getting lost.
My dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's 16 years ago. I remember starting to notice the signs: shakiness, loss of balance, big swings in his energy level. Then suddenly it was like he was taking caution with everything. I mean, you're talking about a man who was really active, a soccer referee, so incredibly handy. It was extremely difficult for him to lose those faculties. On top of the very intense emotional toll it's taken both on him and our family, the financial impact is just as tremendous. The medications he's on right now are over $3,000 a month. And mind you, that's just Parkinson's medication. So that doesn't include caregivers or medical equipment, supplies, physical therapy, mental health services, all of which you can imagine add up very, very quickly and are absolutely basic needs for a Parkinson's patient. There have been a number of times over the years where my dad had to switch medications that weren't ideal or as effective simply because we just couldn't afford the recommended care. So imagine what that scenario looks like with no insurance, no assistance, no resources. Finding help is exhaustive. And oftentimes, even when folks do qualify, the help they get is minimal. So how are you supposed to focus on improving health, on a decent quality of life, when compounded with all the struggles of the disease, you and your family suffer such intense financial pressure? So I can't express enough how critical and important the APDA and like-minded organizations are, how crucial it is to support organizations like this, because supporting them means that you're helping to remove barriers to services, to resources, to proper care for countless Parkinson's patients and families, all of which desperately need it.
Hey everybody, it is Chris Friel, drummer for Rockford's Goodness, Shadow, a million other bands. I am very lucky to play with all the greatest people and all my greatest friends. But the reason we're here tonight is we are rocking for a cure. We are raising money for the Americans Parkinson's Disease Association. And the reason I am here is because I am very excited to introduce my rock and roll sister, Carrie Akre. As you know, we play together in Goodness and the Rockfords.
We made some fantastic records that I'm very proud of. So make sure you donate. All of the money is going to the APDA. And stay safe and healthy, and soon we'll be rocking together soon. So please donate anything you can. Rock on.
Hey everybody, my name's Carrie Akre, and I'm really happy to be here playing some music for the fundraiser for today. I want to thank Anthony for having me be a part of this. I feel like it's really important, and so I'm going to share some music with you. The song is called This Time. This time, there will be a road that opens easily up for me. And this time, I will find my answers on my own. Now that you are gone, oh love, love for love. I'll be doing it for love, love for love, all my love. Well, nobody tells you about the roads that lead you up and down. All of us in this little town, we come and go. And for so many years I've been drifting around through other people's days. To find my own way. Oh love, love for love, I'll be doing it for love, love for love, I'll be doing it for love, for love, for love, for love, I'll be doing it for love. I am not. I don't know what you mean by it. Faceless, I am not. I tell you I exist. Faceless, I am not. I don't know what you mean by it. Saving up all my pennies for a rainy day. Saving up all my pennies for a rainy day. Saving up everything I held for another day. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for supporting this great cause. Thank you, Anthony, for including me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, see you.
Hello. Tonight, the Touring Fan Live will be raising money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Unfortunately, our insurance does not cover most treatments or care for loved ones that are suffering from Parkinson's disease. So this is where we are going to focus our efforts. The Rockin for a Cure is going to donate 100% of the proceeds to the APDA. This will financially help with treatments and care of loved ones suffering with Parkinson's disease. So please donate. Click the link in the description and donate what you can. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Karen Mason Blair, entertainment photographer here in Seattle, Washington. I took a lot of photos of bands in the 90s. I like to call that the flannel years, if you'd like to check it out. But tonight, we are here to raise money and awareness for families that suffer from Parkinson's disease. So if you can, make a donation, buy a poster, buy a t-shirt, and or just send positive vibes and prayers that these people's needs would be met. We would be most grateful. And now it's my honor and pleasure to introduce to you my friends Kate and Eric's band, Seattle's own Copper Trees.
Old snake, new skin. Same bite slipping, coming. Your cover's blown. I've seen your sticks and stones. Broken match that won't light. You lit me up, played my hand, played it right. Wild horses go home. I want to be alone. See what I want and I take it. Do what I want and I make it. But this is not for you. Can cut my heart in two. They say you're not supposed to grow, and you're not supposed to feel, and you're not supposed to open your mouth, fake smile, let it peel. I'm not like that, I won't blink. No fucking way. I'm New York City made. I got concrete in my veins. Concrete in my veins. See what I want and I take it. Do what I want and I make it. This is not for you. Can cut my heart in two. This is not for you. Stitch me up, I'm through. Stitch you up, I'm through. You say you're not supposed to feel. Take a seat in my heart. Not gonna let you fall apart. Strange how these passing days no one can explain. But we were meant to exchange. Take a seat in my heart. You carved out a spot. Part of the refrain. It'll never be the same again. Furious to return to the curious burn. Small stones on a gravel road, kicking up dust, let the story unfold. Patience is always king. Fine lines show their face again. Getting down the pace, no need to erase. Every stroke a perfect stretch. Drops on the floor mean that much more. Take a seat in my heart. Don't let me fall apart. Strange are these passing days. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain.
When you look at me, you might see
my tremor,
My lack of facial expression.
a person with Parkinson's disease,
But you may not see that I have trouble sleeping.
that no two treatment plans are the same.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37, earlier than most.
But if you look closer,
you'll see
a warrior mom,
an endurance athlete,
someone who is still dancing.
someone with a lot of fight.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
and every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association.
For education.
for community.
For support,
Look closer.
and you'll see
My resolve
My determination
My spirit
is
unshakable.
Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Good evening. I'm Keith Ash from the Gemini Affair. Tonight, we are here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease are not always covered by insurance, so that is where we are focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Live's Rockin' for a Cure are going directly to APDA to help families who need financial assistance obtaining treatments or care for a loved one with Parkinson's disease. I am honored to introduce to you the next act, Robb Benson. From his early days with the Nevada Bachelors and the Dear John letters to his current band, the Stereo Embers, along with my good friend Tim DiGiulio, he has proven himself to be a consistently amazing songwriter and has a truly phenomenal voice. And I can tell you, he is one of the nicest, coolest, most genuine people you'll ever meet. You will truly enjoy this performance. Thank you for tuning in to Rockin' for a Cure, and please donate what you can.
In her flat, she had 5,000 records. The needle on her stereo was bad. It bent its knees and then straightened. It broke over the vinyl in slow gas. And every song had the same fatigue. There was no television. You drank juice out of jars, and her paintings were mostly freeways on fire. And while you slept, she would keep trying to sketch your portrait, but each one ended up being a train all night in Ohio. There wasn't anything you could do for her. Stereo Embers. And every night you would pull her tank top off her shoulders until you were sick of being young. You loved the slow wobble of the records best, and now something in the room was always moving. And even the dust jackets of her albums were always waiting with open mouths. There was no television. You drank juice out of jars, and her paintings were mostly freeways on fire. And while you slept, she would keep trying to sketch your portrait, but each one ended up being a train all night in Ohio. anything you could do for her.
We met in 1976 at Duke University, actually off campus at a United Methodist Church covered dinner.
I don't remember much about when I actually met him, though. I met him across the potato salad, I guess. I just remember him as being, I guess, intellectual, but just very friendly and very warm.
We are blessed to have 3 wonderful children, all adults, and now 4 grandchildren. We added a 4th just 2 months ago. Or those grandchildren that just love to sit and watch them. It's fascinating. Life before Parkinson's is quite frankly hard to remember at this point. It's been quite a while. Parkinson's slowed me down, literally. We started to notice subtle changes. Helen would say, "John, you're not swinging your right arm when you walk." She'd also ask me to repeat myself a lot. I was very concerned she was losing her hearing.
Right. He told me I just wasn't listening, or maybe I was going deaf. Yeah, so.
But I found out that's very common for Parkinson's pairs.
One thing that John noticed, and this is what caused him to go to our family doctor, was that he was having pain in his right shoulder. So then he sent us to the neurologist, and it was interesting. The neurologist said, "Has your writing gotten smaller?" And yes, and he said, is your family having more trouble hearing you? And we just started to laugh. So he was on to that sort of the typical signs of early Parkinson's.
First thing when I got the diagnosis, I was afraid. I wasn't familiar with the disease. Since then, I've learned that it's nothing to be afraid of. It's not a death sentence. Quite to the contrary, I think there's a lot of reason that we can have strength for today and hope for tomorrow. So 14 years later, I continue to have Parkinson's, but I like to say I have Parkinson's, but Parkinson's doesn't have me.
He's very self-disciplined, very organized, very logical, and I tell people that he's my hero. He's my hero every morning. He does his exercises and he does his reading, and he's just that personality trait has just served him well, and I appreciate it.
You want to guess who my hero is?
Good evening. I'm Randy Sobel. I host a podcast called Live on 4 Legs, and tonight we're here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease is not always covered by insurance, so that's where we're focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Live's Rockin for a Cure are going directly to APDA to help families who need financial assistance obtaining treatments or care for loved ones with Parkinson's disease. Tonight, I'm glad to introduce Black Circle to you all. They have an album called Mercury. You should check that out streaming on Spotify or any of your streaming apps. Thank you for tuning in to Rockin for a Cure, and please donate what you can.
Hi, I'm Lenny Prado, Black Circle's lead singer, and we are from Brazil. You're about to hear 2 very special versions of songs that you can find on our first record, Mercury, which is available on every streaming platform. Let's fight Parkinson's together.
Say that I'm not the kind of human being who'll fight for the sticks with him. She's in love with someone true. She's in love with someone new. She got distant and misleading, so stubborn she sticks with him. She's in love with someone true. There's no love when there are ties, a tie. Your life from your lies, defy your own image and fly high. Don't you ever tell lies. I have used up all my matches just to melt your frozen heart. All of my candles being put out by the wind. Don't you second guess my feelings. There's a silence in this war. You're so used to being lost, you can't tell you're being loved. It's a joy when we can talk, but it's hell the way you walk away. You always leave me wanting more as I drive home and pictures, letters, and coherence I've collected from the start. As I pray to see your feelings, as I fade inside my heart. It's a joy when we can talk, but it's hell the way you walk away. You always leave me wanting more as I drive home in the It's a joy when we can talk, but it's hell the way you walk away. You always leave me wanting more as I drive home in the rain. And I'm not sure we're gonna make it as I drive home in the rain. shaking, my whole body aching. Raindrops are falling, but nothing's resolving. Thinking it's aching, my whole body shaking. Raindrops are falling, but nothing's resolving. Thinking it's shaking, my whole body aching. Raindrops are falling, but nothing's resolving. Raindrops are falling, but nothing's resolving. Thinking and shaking, my whole body aching.
When you look at me, you might see
my tremor,
My lack of facial expression.
a person with Parkinson's disease,
But you may not see that I have trouble sleeping.
that no two treatment plans are the same.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37, earlier than most.
But if you look closer,
You'll see
A warrior mom,
An endurance athlete.
someone who is still dancing.
someone with a lot of fight.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
and every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association.
for education,
For community.
For support.
Look closer.
And you'll see
My resolve
My determination
my spirit
is
unshakable.
Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon in social media and operations for the Touring Fan Live. Tonight we are here to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please click the link in the description to donate directly to APDA. Treatment and care for those with Parkinson's disease is not always covered by insurance, so that is where we are focusing our efforts tonight. All funds raised by the Touring Fan Live's Rockin' for a Cure event are going directly to ADPA to help families who need financial assistance obtaining treatments or care for a loved one with Parkinson's disease. So, tonight, I am honored to introduce the next act, Kevin Martin from Candlebox. Kevin and his voice and lyrics and all the songs from Candlebox got me through the 90s. Thank you, Kevin. Can't wait. I might cry. Thank you for tuning into Rockin' for a Cure, and please donate what you can.
Hi, my name's Kevin. I sing for the band Candlebox, and I'm going to perform a song for you. Tonight's performance is to raise money for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Please use the link on the screen to donate. This is a song called Far Behind. Maybe I didn't mean to treat you bad, but I did it anyway. So maybe some would say your life was sad, but you lived it anyway. So maybe friends stand around and watch you crumble as you fall to the ground. And yes, someday friends will stand beside as you were flying. Oh, you were flying oh so high, and then someday people look at you, what they call around, and they watch you suffer. The year coming home, and someday we can take our time, brush your leaves aside so you can reach us. Hey, now you let me far behind. Now, baby, I didn't mean to treat you all so bad, but I did it anyway. Now, someone say you love me what you wear.
baby. We might share in something great, but won't you look at where you're going now? Won't you look at where you're gone? And someday comes tomorrow, it's a sense of what I feel for you in my mind. As you trip your final line, on that cold day when you lost control, shame you left my life so soon, you should have told me. I thought you left me far behind. Now didn't mean to treat you all so bad, but I did it anyway. Now baby, some say you're living what you had. But you couldn't share your pain, no. Share your pain, Donate now. Thank you.
All right, so we have one more performance, but before we get there, I have a lot of thank yous, so please bear with me while I get through this because this was a very important evening, and I want to get through all of the people that deserve to get thank you'd. First, let's go ahead and thank Sweetwater, who did the opening segment of the show. Let's get to the mums, Last Night's Villain, Paul in the Tall Trees, Jackson Pines, Tyler Ramsey, Richard Stuverud, Stereo Embers, Carrie Akre, Karen Mason Blair, Keith Ash, Black Circle, Candlebox. Without all these artists, this evening wouldn't be possible. None of these artists were paid any money. They did all this on their free time, and it is absolutely amazing. I'm going to look at where our donations stand right now because I don't know what it is. Let's see. We, at this moment, have raised this evening $3,782 that's going directly to the American Parkinson's Disease Association that is going to help those people in need. So thank you so much. Thank you to Jim Mazza, who designs this t-shirt. Thank you to my family, my daughter Charlotte, my son Brady, my wife Heather, who let me give up a lot of time to put this together over the last year. What was once a pipe dream has come reality, so thank you all so much. Thank you to Eric Loval and Kate Neckel from Copper Trees, who have been huge supporters and pushed me hard. Robb Benson, who's been a huge friend and brother, who's pushed me directly hard on this and wouldn't be possible. Trey Bush, who has been such a key aspect of this entire operation. To Sam and Brad, who have been huge motivational pieces in the back end. To all of you, and to Jen and Rhiannon and Paul from Touring Fan Live that have put so much work. I'm probably forgetting a ton of people, but listen, thank you all so much. This last song that's going to close this evening is directly for my Uncle Stan and Aunt Arlene who are watching at home. This is a song that really talks about looking inside of somebody and seeing the stars of who they are. And my aunt and uncle are truly the stars in my life. They are people I look up to be and inspire to be. They are who I hope that my kids can look up to me the way I look up to them. So thank you all for tuning in. Donate whatever you can. Thank you all so much. And this is going to be the last song of the evening. I hope you all enjoyed this. I have a bigger appreciation for producers for putting together videos and stuff now, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I did the best I could. So thank you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. And this is not the last event we're doing. We'll see you soon.
Love to see your smile from the moonlight mile. Take a look at the stars with me. Love the look in your eyes, waking up with mine. Come take a look at the stars with me.